Francis, I have missed you. I've missed you a lot.
I was pretty late.
Do you know
no,
what?
I didn't. I don't. You don't miss me because I've just seen you an hour ago.
No, I know, but the audience don't know that. So the fact is that I'm telling the audience that I have missed you.
Well, that's sweet. Do you know what just happened to me?
What?
So when I we were doing a read through of our tour script.
Wait, build that up a little bit more.
We were doing a full read through of our full live tour script.
Yeah.
And we can follow a script despite what many people might think. You know, we're just a couple of idiots who can't follow a script. That's what they probably think. But we can. And so we're having a read through. And, you know, I arrived at 10:30, something.
Yeah, 10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m. And anyway, I left my lights on in the car. So I came back at 4:30 and my car wouldn't start. So my light's been on all day today. And now my car is still parked in Oval.
Hello everyone, welcome to Private Parts Podcast. This is where we read the most intimate and sordid details of our lives. Join me is my buddy, my co-host, my lover, my lover.
That's a bit much.
It's not. Why not?
But basically...
No one knows you. People could be coming back to the podcast and don't know who you are. So
well, people know who I am, I think.
Well, they might not.
By now.
No, listen, if you're a listener and you just stumbled across this podcast, basically, France and I have been doing this for 65 episodes now. 65.
I thought you were about to say 65 years.
See, we've been doing this for 65.
I'm not as old as you, mate.
Been doing it. You're older than me by a month. What are you talking about?
That's true.
We've been doing this for 65 episodes. It's probably about a year and a bit. And, you know, what we normally do is have guests on it and chat to guests. But today, what we decided
we couldn't get anyone today, so we're just going to
you're not meant to say that. You're not meant to say you're meant to go like,
hey, look, people are busy. But I get it. I get it.
Nah, listen.
We've been let down by someone.
The truth is, Tom Cruise couldn't make it.
Look, we can't say who it is. We'll have to cut that out.
Why don't Kehon, because we normally talk, you know, all of you guys who come back here, you know we normally have a guest. Why don't you pretend you're Tom Cruise right now? So anyone that just clicks on randomly. So hold on, we're going to get into character. I'm going to be your interviewer. I'm going to ask you a few questions about your life as Tom Cruise.
All right.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, how you doing?
Hey Jamie. Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah. I'm great actually. So listen, I'm excited that you're on Private Parts.
Why, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. I know, super excited. And you know, you probably don't know really about the format.
No, I've listened to every episode.
You have?
I'm a huge fan.
No,
we love it over in LA.
Are you serious? Wait, so you live in LA?
Yeah.
You do?
Most of the time.
Okay, and listen, Tom.
When I'm not in the planet Zardon or what? What is the planet that they live on?
Oh, I love that we're just breaking character right now. So yeah. So Tom Cruise.
What's the planet that they live on? The Scientologists. Oh, when I'm not on the planet Theta.
Theta
with ZLs, whatever. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Who else is on Theta with you?
What's that guy called? I can't remember. Anyway, let's move on. Okay.
Do you know what's been happening to me recently?
A rash. You've got a rash.
I don't have a rash.
Don't you?
I don't have a rash.
What's that rash?
I'm not naked sitting here, am I? You can see that I don't have a rash on me.
No. Okay, yeah.
What do you mean? I don't. No, listen to everyone listening. I don't have a rash. I'm sitting here fully clothed with a rather nice jumper on.
A rather nice jumper on.
Rather nice
jumper. It is quite nice.
A rather nice jumper on, and I'm not naked. But do you know what I have been getting?
Well, we can't see the rash because you're wearing clothes.
Well, I don't have a rash.
We can smell it.
How can you smell a rash?
Smell a rat.
But I have been getting hay fever a lot.
Oh right, yeah, really?
Yeah.
Apparently, you can come down with that. Quite late in your life. I've never had hay fever.
Have you ever had asthma or something?
I've never had any asthma or allergic reactions or anything. But
no, you have had an allergic reaction because there was that. What was that time? Remember when you were in Africa and you ate a bad salad?
No. I got typhoid.
you had I thought you ate a bad salad. And
No, I ate typhoid, and there was basically some apparent. Well, basically, I was down at the mine, and I ate some of the food that this woman had prepared for the crew, and it gave me typhoid, and I was in bed.
Yeah, but how bad was it?
Really bad. It was, and I'd been vaccinated against typhoid, but I still got typhoid. They don't so just shows like you can have a vaccination. It's not completely
typhoid and syphilis are quite similar.
No, not really. Typhoid. I always feel like it's a bit Dickensian to have had typhoid.
Why?
Well, just because it's like people don't get it anymore. Really, it's like quite a rare.
Wait, so explain what. So you're sitting in Africa. You're gone to the mine. You've eaten this thing. You come back to your cabin or to your house.
Yeah, and it didn't. Basically, that night I was just so sick. Like I was sick all night. I couldn't sleep. Every like half an hour or whatever, I'd just go to the loo to be sick, and then I was like basically lying in bed sweating. I thought it was malaria because I'd had malaria before, but.
Did you get that dizziness just before you're sick, where you're literally like freaking out?
It was the weirdest thing. Like by the time, because I'd been sick so many times throughout the night, I became like a zombie. Which like whenever I drank anything or ate anything, I'd immediately just like get up and like crawl over to the loo and be sick. It was like it was
miserable,
and it went on for 2.5 weeks.
No,
where I couldn't eat anything for 2.5 weeks. I was just being sick, like every night, every evening at when the sun went down. my body temperature would I'd go through the roof, and I'd start like shaking and convulsing and like hallucinating and someone nicked my generator. Someone jumped over my the wall into my compound and nicked my generator. So I thought, and two people had just been shot on the road behind my house.
What? Like in the Wild West?
And so the only way to get to the clinic was like down that road at night. And it was, I remember I was just sitting, and I knew the guys. They were like, they were like, there was a very small group of very small community, and basically I was like.
How bad were the hallucinations?
I was hallucinating. I was on my own in my room, lying in my bed, like in pitch black, because it was nighttime, and I was like having arguments with people in the room who weren't actually there.
With like Tom Cruise? What?
No. It was just the weirdest sensation, and eventually I had to actually drive down the road that these two people had just been shot. Like literally 800 meters behind my house back to get to the clinic, and there were like babies like vomiting everywhere, and it was like in the middle of the Ebola crisis as well. Well, so I was like sketching out that there was maybe Ebola, but there's no Ebola in Ghana. But it was quite an intense experience.
My Lord! Reminds me of the time I told you when I took mushrooms.
It was not. It was even more intense when the two guys got shot, because we were.
You and the people you were arguing with in your flat.
Me and my he was the guy who managed our site, a guy called Nick. We were sat at home watching Horrible Bosses, and we got a call from some guys in the village, like calling us, like our phones were ringing off the hook. We answered, and they're like, oh, we had 2 white men just been shot near your house. We thought it was you, but we basically were thinking, oh shit, they're going to come and like raid our house, because we were the only like house with white people right on that road. So we were just sitting there with the pump action and the pistol on the table, waiting for them to like have a full on like battle with them.
It's like Butch Cassidy and the Thundercats, where you're like waiting aside, ready to run out.
Yeah,
and all this time we were having typhoid as well.
This was. I didn't have typhoid at the point where they got shot, but then after that I did.
I might order typhoid tonight.
But I lost a ton of weight and I looked great afterwards. So if you guys are looking for a diet to do you know what they say?
Do you know what they say?
To Africa and eat some bad food.
They do say that every time before you go on holiday, a nice little slice of food poisoning is not too bad, because you just look skinny. Do you know what else I believe that before you go on holiday should happen? At the airport, do you know what they should have?
What?
Well, they should have tanning salons.
They do.
No, not at airports, they don't.
We're obviously not in the right part.
Which part of the airport has a tanning salon that you know?
In Dubai, in the first class lounge, they've got tanning beds.
There They don't.
Yeah, they do.
I've been to Dubai.
No, they do.
They do not.
They do. They do. Or is it?
Why were they in Dubai?
No, they do.
No, they don't have tanning beds in Dubai.
Abu Dhabi, maybe.
They have tanning beds.
Yeah, in the airport, I think.
Well, I always think it'd be the best thing in the world.
They have like everything in there. I remember.
This is my new invention that I want to do. I want to turn up at the airport.
Yeah, I suppose you would know if there were tanning beds somewhere.
No, I don't tan.
Yeah. Oh, you don't tan?
No, I do tan. I tan when I'm on holiday, but I don't tan. You know what I mean?
You go quite You just go quite olive skin.
I am an olive skin.
Are you?
Yeah. If someone just they would say like you look like the Brazilian nut.
Do they show you one of those like sort of Pantone like color palettes, and you're saying, okay, well I want to be that color, and then they mix up the paint.
They don't mix
and then they
it.
just spray it onto you with aerosol.
So you're saying you've never had a spray tan?
No, I have had a spray tan for a photo shoot like years and years ago.
Really?
But it's not something I do regularly.
Yeah.
No.
I think I've had a spray tan with you.
Maybe it was that time. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
But spray tans are way less because having like a sunbed is actually quite dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what? Because I was up at Edinburgh University, and I got very depressed because it got so dark in the winter, and I think maybe it was one of my cousins who's a doctor told me, oh, you should just go and get a sunbed. It will give you vitamin.
Because you have SAD,
yeah.
right?
And actually, completely. Not only did I look great, but I felt so much better. And not that I'm telling everyone to go get sunbeds, but probably if you only live in Scotland or I suppose Scandinavia in the winter.
So what you've said now, you said go and get yourself a slice of typhoid, go and have a sunbed. You look fantastic.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? It's a killer combo.
It's a killer. Hey.
No pun intended.
Hey.
Well, maybe it was.
And on that note, Francis, we should probably have our question of the week.
Oh, I've got a good one this week.
Oh, you have? Don't shut up. How good is it?
It's excellent. Okay. What? Okay.
What? What do you want? Yeah. Look at you concentrating on your phone so much.
Why are US eggs
Bluebells?
Why are eggs hatched or laid in? Sorry, not hatched. Eggs laid in the US. Why are they illegal in British supermarkets? And why are British eggs illegal in American supermarkets?
Wait. Okay. So why are American eggs illegal in British supermarkets? Why are British eggs illegal in supermarkets?
In American supermarkets.
Okay. They are illegal because of... They are illegal because they are... Oh, that I know why. Because as an English person, our stomachs haven't become accustomed to American eggs.
What?
What?
English people haven't become accustomed to American eggs?
No, not that. I can't
What?
do it.
So then... What what about when you go on holiday to America?
Yeah, but I don't eat eggs when I go on holiday. They always say, don't drink the water and don't eat the eggs. That's what
if you're going to America, because your stomach has not evolved to...
Otherwise you'll get typhoid. No, I think, why, Kate, I feel like this is like a trick question. Why are they doing so? Because why would they? Why would they sell American eggs in an English market when you can get, because it's about the organic, it's about the farmers, it's about helping the farmers in the UK. They don't want to get the American farmers, because why would they want the American farmers? They're just trying to, because it has to be a UK product.
What? That's why it's illegal?
That's why it's illegal. It's illegal, yeah. It's like trafficking. They can't do it.
Okay, so it's an illicit substance because it's not British.
Yeah, that's why.
Buy British or else.
Yeah, buy British or else.
You will go to jail. That's Jamie's England.
Is that the right answer?
No, that's the wrong answer, but I will tell you the right answer in part 2.
Do you know what I'm really excited about though?
Your A-level results?
No, not my A-level results. Why would I've done my A-level results.
But yeah, I thought you were retaking them.
No, I'm not retaking my A-level results. No.
You're not?
No.
Oh.
I think if I did retake
You probably should.
No.
Didn't you get, what did you get?
Well, actually, what I got in my A-level results is I got B, C, D, and then I retook them and got BBC. And it was actually, funny enough, I went to this school to retake them, and it was the first time I ever saw anyone take cocaine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Was in...
At your school?
I was at my school. I walked into my first ever day, walked into the bathroom, and there was a boy taking cocaine on the sink.
Really?
And
were you like, mate, are you going to share?
No,
But you were like, give me some or I'm telling on you.
no, I completely freaked out and had to leave.
Oh,
I left. I
sure.
left. Yeah, I did.
Do you, and now do you?
I did exactly the same. I would
did
freak
exactly the
out.
same,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was just weird that in the school that they were just so open about doing it. I mean, it's the most.
Well, Radley's like that, isn't it?
It wasn't Radley. It was a school. It was the retake school went to after Radley.
Oh, right.
I actually went back to Radley the other day to give a talk.
Oh, really? And how's the statue coming along?
Yeah, the statue's just being built at the moment. And and I walked. Guess this, you'll love this.
Did they put a tile with your name on it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Where?
In the back garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a statue of me in the back garden.
Really?
Yeah. Go and check it out. But
What?
the funniest thing was I had to go and do this talk, right? And I talked about I turned up there and firstly my teacher, so all of the old teachers were there and I walked in.
Were you getting heckled a bit?
Heckled in a good way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's three things I want to say. There's firstly, I walked in there and my old housemaster was there and he greeted me and he sort of brought
He greeted you.
yeah, he greeted me. Yeah, they laid on this red
Hello,
carpet.
Jamie. I'm just here to greet you.
They laid down this red carpet and I walked in and walked up and he said to all of the master's common room, which was really weird because
You were never allowed in there before.
No, to all of our listeners, I went to a boarding school called Radley College, which was all boys, and you were never allowed into any section apart from, the boys' areas, and this was the teachers' area. So it was weird stepping into this area a decade after I've left. Anyway, I had a conversation with the housemaster. The housemaster turned to all of the teachers and said, now, any work that Jamie hasn't handed in, please ask for it now, because the amount of work I didn't do was ridiculous.
Really?
I reread all of my reports. Every single report was, Jamie's done no work, Jamie's done this, Jamie's done that. So my teacher said to me...
Well, you showed them, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you bet him. You bet him. I showed him. Anyway,
You bet them.
Yeah, I bet him.
Yeah.
Bet him. Yeah, anyway. I basically then went and did this talk and my teacher said, well, have you planned it? I said, nah, I'm just going to wing it. Just going to go and wing this. Who cares? To the point which reminded me of a story that I had. My RS teacher, my theology teacher, who I won't name, Mr. Fernieho, he hated me. He hated me more than he used to scream and shout at me. He used to shout at me so much. I would turn to him when he was shouting at me and go, why are you getting so angry? And he would go like, get even more. And I go, look at you, you're furious. Why are you so cross? And I remember he just wasn't the best teacher, and he used to do all of the teaching off these cards, right? He used to read off these cards and write them on the wall, to the point where I was like, well, why don't we just go and buy these theology cards? And one day he came and he got to the front and went, tapped his pockets, went, shit, I've forgotten the cards. Don't worry, boys, I'll wing it. I was like, what do you mean you're going to wing it? This is the most ridiculous thing ever. Anyway, so I went into this talk to wing it, and I kind of winged this whole talk about candy kins and all this kind of stuff. And at the end, I was like, right, anyone want to ask any questions? Anyone? There's like 300 boys sitting there. Anyone for any questions? One boy puts his hands up, and I go, yes, you boy. And he goes, did you really have a hair transplant?
Really?
And of any question they asked. And then another person put their hand up and went, yeah, you, come on, give me something inspiring. And he went, did you really sleep with the matron here? And I went, oh my God, what is going on?
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Really? What was the matron called? Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you know her in
Yeah.
the biblical sense.
Well, I did know her. She actually one night she said she was like, our housemaster basically thought it'd be really funny to get a really hot matron into things. Thought, this would be funny. We'll get a really hot matron.
Really funny.
It would really annoy the boys. Anyway, obviously all the boys were like, oh my God, he's got this fit matron. Anyway, she used to open the door to her her private side type thing, in
What?
her
She would open the door to her private side.
That's what we used to call.
That sounds like something happened.
No, we used to call that would be her section where she lived, not her private side. Yeah.
She spent all her time in her private side.
Anyway, she opened the door to it, and she used to open the door in her bra and stuff like that, and be like, oh hello, and all this kind of stuff.
What? Sounds quite.
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about sex and stuff like this. We started talking about anal, right? And we were 17, 18-year-old boys, just so excited. And
so excited about anal.
No, she went to us, and she came and we talk about anal or whatever we're talking about, and she comes in and says, oh, I've done anal. And we all went, and went, yeah, and I didn't use lube. What is going on? Our matron talking about this. Yeah.
God, that's quite extraordinary.
Yeah, it was quite extraordinary. But she was like 23. I mean, she was 23.
She loved it.
I remember also at school, I had to do things called fags. Did you ever have to do the thing called fags?
Well, they weren't called fags, they were called stigs.
Well, yours called stigs. So we were called stigs, as in the first year was called stigs, but we had to do things called fags. And
they were called orderlies.
Okay, so all of our listeners there, basically orderlies and fags were these things that you had to wake up in the morning and do jobs for the rest of the house in the day. That's what you had to do. It's like the 60s. So what was your fag or your orderly?
Well, it depended. If it was like, well, you might have to clean up all the litter outside the house, or like,
yeah, it's literally
or clean or bring breakfast to up sixth.
Isn't that ridiculous to think that's what went on?
Yeah, but then they had to do that for us.
Yeah, but then it kind of stopped to my last year.
Really?
Yeah, I remember like...
I had a boy that brought me breakfast in bed every day.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
If I brought you breakfast, I would have spat in it every single day. I honestly would have spat in it.
No, I mean, no, we were good friends.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of...
No, he was...
right, I get it.
No, it's not like that. There's nothing salacious about it.
I get it.
No.
Fallacious, though.
No, he was my cox.
Oh, okay, there we go. Knew it.
He was my cox.
Yeah. I bet he liked your cocks. So I remember I had to wake up every single morning. And
Did you? That's hard.
Yeah, I know, at school. I mean,
that is one strict school.
I had to wake up every morning and I had to do my fag duty, which I firstly had milk duty, which was like...
milk was
the worst.
I thought milk was the best one. Because then you got to drink the extra milk.
We had these big cardboard boxes of milk that we would put into something called a cow, and you'd press the lever at the bottom and milk would come out. And
like the little nipple that you cut off.
Yeah, the little nipple you cut off. And also, as a punishment, I was made to drink one of those full. I had to drink the whole thing full. That coupled with a whole packet of Smints. Yeah.
I remember there was actually one of the guys in the upper sixth when I was in... I must have been like in fourth year or something. And he drank...
He was your cox?
No. He oh, your phone's on. No, so basically he went into... I think it was James Barker. He drank 2 litres of 2 big jugs of milk, and then went into this boy's room and was just sick all over his things.
Oh my Lord.
Like whilst he was away, from school. So he came back and his whole room just smelled of like rancid milk.
Oh my God. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, please stick around for part 2 where Francis and I are going to be back. I'm going to be reading my diary. We're going to have the answer to the question of the week, and Francis and I are going to be talking about Love Island.
Oh yeah, my favourite show at the moment.
Your favourite show in the world.
Just can't get better than Love Island.
Hey, we'll see you in part 2. What TV show? What's TV show that from?
The Banana Splits?
No, Doug.
Oh.
Banana Splits was bananas in pajamas.
No, that's not Banana Splits. Banana Splits was one of my favourite shows growing up.
Banana Splits was, hey, Banana Splits, you ain't got tricks.
No, it's like Banana Splits. We are. How does it go?
Or the other one
How does it go? Can someone remind me? Oh yeah. Na 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 na.
Or the other one, which was so good, was, and I say, hey, what a wonderful time of day.
Oh,
day.
Yeah.
Da, 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 when we go with each other.
Is that Hey Arthur?
Hey Arthur. No, that was Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold, yeah.
Who's Hey Arthur?
No, Arthur's the other one. I obviously haven't watched these for a long time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Private Parts. This is where we read the most intimate and sordid details of our lives.
Have you seen the sort of, this psychological deconstruction of the Rugrats, where they actually they break down all of the characters in the Rugrats, and it's really dark. And actually, apparently, like basically, Chucky's schizophrenic, and he thinks that he's got like and basically all of the people in his life
because he was constantly neurotic and paranoid.
Apparently, all of the kids in his life are like figments of his imagination. So he's actually not like it's. And that's actually apparently it was the basis for the storyline.
But all of these, the funny thing is, all of these stories actually have like weird, like almost hallucinogenic.
Should I read it to you?
Yeah. They have all these like weird hallucinogenic kind of things, like, or like the Magic Roundabout was all about like different drugs and stuff like that. And
how do you know about that?
Well, no, I just think it was like Daisy the cow, and then you have like Fireman Sam, which spoke about like he grabs the fire hose and sprays it on everyone. That was all of that, and then Captain Pugwash.
Oh yeah.
Who had Seaman Mate, and Roger the Cabin Boy.
The horrifying Rugrats fan theory will ruin Rugrats for you forever.
Oh, don't ruin it for me. How did the Rugrats song go?
Do you remember Rugrats? According to this chilling theory, to start... Wait, okay.
No, change the voice, make it better.
Sorry.
Okay.
To start with...
No, make it more eerie.
Okay. Do you remember Rugrats? Sure you do. It was the Nickelodeon show with psychedelic animations that followed the adventures of talking babies. Seems innocent enough, right?
Yeah.
According to this chilling theory, not so much.
Shut up.
What if I told you that everything you know about Rugrats is wrong?
Go on.
To start with, Angelica is the protagonist of a tragic story. Her friendship with her dad is pretty superficial, and her mom was too busy to show her any real love to deal with her loneliness. Angelica dreamed up the Rugrats and their adventures, but why would a toddler need to dream up a bunch of babies to hang out with? Because at one time, they weren't imaginary. Chucky and his mom died in a car wreck, which is why...
Just stop there. This is like your diary, I know, but why do you keep saying mom?
Because it's written mom.
Just say mum.
Chucky and his mum died in a car wreck, which is why his dad is such a neurotic mess, remember?
Oh, yeah.
During a trip to Paris, Chaz Finster met a Japanese prostitute named Kira.
What story have you turned on to now?
He married her and she moved to America to be with him. This is Rugrats. Kira had a daughter, Kimmy. That's the
twins.
Yeah, exactly. She was taken away because the state didn't think Kira was a fit mother due to her profession and severe substance abuse. Kira missed her daughter so dearly and always brings her up in conversation. Chaz, on the other hand, still constantly talks about his son Chucky. Angelica has taken the bits and pieces she's heard and created the characters of Kimmy and Chucky in her mind.
Well, where's Tommy?
Tommy was stillborn.
Oh my God! This is. I love how. Where's Tommy? And Tommy is stillborn.
After the failed birth, his father, Stu Pickles, went crazy. That's why he spent so much time in the basement making toys for the son he'd never get to know. Phil and Lil were aborted.
Oh my God!
The DeVilles were forced to terminate their pregnancy due to tragic circumstances, and since they never found out the baby's sex, Angelica imagined them as identical twins, one male and one female. Angelica's hallucinations are a subconscious reaction to her own tragic past as well. Angelica's biological mother was an addict who died from a heroin overdose. In his depression, Angelica's dad married Charlotte, a woman obsessed with success who only wanted him for his money and got from him his dead wife's life insurance payout.
This is like the most horrific story I've ever heard.
Angelica idolized her new mother, Charlotte, but always carried her Cynthia doll, which served as a reminder to her of her drug-addled dead mother, with her tattered clothes and patchy hair falling out in clumps.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? This is all the Rugrats story.
The only real baby was Dill. He was the only baby who couldn't speak because he was the only baby that wasn't a figment of Angelica's imagination.
That's so interesting. He couldn't speak.
Angelica couldn't understand why she didn't have any powers over this baby, like she did the others. She didn't understand why he wouldn't listen to her and why she commanded him to stop crying. When she commanded him to stop crying. And Angelica lashed out and struck him over and over and over again. The altercation changed Dill both physically and mentally.
Dude, this is...
Shall I go on?
No, that we've had enough. I mean, that is unbelievable. So all of those... And wait, some person wrote that and then turned it into a kids show?
Well, that's the theory. That's the sort of theory behind there's a fan theory, right? That was the basis of.
Do you know what else? You know the little,
which is quite a theory. I mean,
it's quite a long theory.
It's quite a backstory, which is depressing for a kids' film. There have been other things like that, which seem happy on the outside.
Do you think
but
they have
actually
a
are
theory?
Very dark, like Ring Around the Rosie and all these.
Yeah, but that's about the Black
kids,
Plague.
But kids' stories, which
The Little Mermaid's another one.
have a quite horrific and macabre subtext.
The Little Mermaid is exactly one of those. The Little Mermaid is basically about Ariel, who loves this guy who lives on Earth so much, and the only way and her like godmother, the evil one, allows her to go on Earth, but every single time she takes a step, it's like she's walking on glass, but she does it because she loves this guy. Well, would you do that for me? Would you walk on glass? Yeah, I didn't even ask you. You would in a heartbeat.
No, so
answer the question. Would you walk on glass for me?
For you? For in what sense? What?
For my happiness?
Well, if it would make you happy?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't think I would, because that would be, questionable motive.
Okay, fine. Not to make me happy. Would you do it so you could hang out with me most days?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't walk on glass to hang out with you more.
You could just walk on glass once a week on like a Friday afternoon. You'd have to like be walking on glass. Would you then do it just to hang out with me?
No.
Okay. Would you walk on it like Sunday?
If you were dying, then maybe I'd walk on glass.
Okay, if I was dying, would you walk on glass?
Probably not.
Also, Francis, by the way,
because I don't think that would stop you dying.
No, but it would. It would be the powers that you have.
But do you know what else is interesting about stuff?
What? Tell me.
No, I don't know. I was just asking you.
Oh, what's interesting about stuff? Because what
was I going to say?
I tell you what is interesting at the moment.
Your hair's growing in, isn't it?
Well, not that, but your favourite thing in the world on at the moment.
Love Island.
Love Island. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest about it, okay? Fine.
Have you been catching up on the...
I've been watching a little bit of it. This sounds rogue. This sounds very, very rogue. And...
Rogue One?
Rogue 2.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Well, I don't know. But I'm not sure it's as good as last year.
Well, do you know what? I'm quite glad there isn't another Camilla.
Sorry. Sorry. What are you talking about? What? Why are you so worried about that?
I'm quite glad there isn't another one of Camilla.
Why?
Because I just didn't really... I didn't warm to her.
Wait, hang on. Out of the whole of Love Island annoyed you last year because there was one person called Camilla, so you got pissed off at it?
No, it wasn't. I wasn't pissed off at it. I just felt like...
Oh, you hooked up with her?
No, I didn't hook up with her. I just didn't... I didn't warm to her. I felt like there was something that
she didn't reply to your DMs.
I didn't think that she was authentic.
She didn't reply to your direct messages.
I didn't think that she was authentic. I thought she was inauthentic.
Okay, so...
And I thought that the most inauthentic thing about her was how much she tried to be authentic. If that makes sense.
Oh, that's like Inception right there. Okay, wait. So how do you love this year's one?
I've only watched the first 2-3 episodes so far. I'm catching up, but so far I really like
El.
Jack, the guy with the really white teeth. He's a bit of a ledge.
Do an impression of Jack. Go.
What, mate? Yeah. So what? Yeah, Danny. Yeah. So I think we're like perfect together.
Okay, I'll pretend I'm Danny. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, Jack. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, how you doing?
You sound like Danny Dyer, my dad. I mean, you're not meant to be acting as Danny Dyer.
No, but they're all from like South London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go on. Oh, hi, Jack.
What, Danny? How you doing?
Yeah, all right. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm all right. Yeah.
Is that the only conversation they have? Is that literally?
Yeah, I love that. I think we're really similar. You know.
I love it. The conversation that we think they only have is, oh yeah. How you doing? Yeah. Good. How you doing?
No, that's just when they meet. Obviously, and also maybe when they're checking up on each other.
So I haven't really been watching it because when they're checking up on each other, they go, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah. Yeah, you good?
You all right? Yeah. How you doing? Yeah, it's not easy, is it?
Yeah, that's actually so true. If you ever watched The Only Way Is Essex...
Not easy, is it, being stuck in there, you know?
If you ever watched The Only Way Is Essex,
yeah.
Every single conversation begins with Luke's coffee. They go, you all right?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, it sounded a bit like northern there.
They do. They say that every single time.
Yeah.
But I think we start off, me and Chelsea, we probably start off.
So, hey, that's more. Everyone says so before they say anything. So I heard about you and Eloise.
What did you hear about us?
I heard about you and Eloise and your baby,
Well, she's not pregnant.
your incoming baby.
No, we don't have an incoming. To the point, I'm actually now at the moment getting a little bit broody. I'm not even joking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I weirdly am. I'm getting.
Is your 19-year-old girlfriend getting broody? Because I doubt it. The reason that American eggs are illegal here and English eggs or British eggs are illegal in America is why?
Well, I don't know. I gave you my...
You thought why? What was your answer?
What I said is because you can't... They want to use local farmers, so why would they take
Local
American...
produce, so you're like...
Yeah.
British eggs first.
Yeah.
Okay. Britain first.
Britain first. Britain first.
Really?
Britain first. Do you know what I watched? Do you know... What are you doing?
All right, you said it. Didn't realise you were into that, mate.
I wasn't even... I didn't hear what you said.
Well, no, it's fine.
I watched...
do you go to a lot of the rallies?
No, I watched this movie the other day called The Darkest Hour, which actually they won the Oscar for. What's his name is...
Winston Churchill.
No.
I can't believe you didn't know that. You went to see the movie.
It was... Winston didn't win the... What's his name? Who played Winston Churchill?
Gary Oldman.
And it is...
One of my favourite actors.
One of my favourite actors. And it is...
Well, he's not... he's one of my favourite
One of my favourite actors. I would walk on glass for him, 100%. And he is
All right,
not
Gary,
only one of my
you
favourite
heard
actors, he's fantastic. Secondly, do you know how amazing Winston Churchill was?
Yeah.
He was just incredible.
Yeah, he was.
He had a whole... I've said this before. He had this whole going... And the speech that he gives, not that I'll find them on the beaches, I'll fight them in the gardens. Not that one.
No, it doesn't say the gardens.
You know, I'll fight them in the hills.
You're bastardizing a great speech now.
Okay, well, anyway, what he said, but the thing he did say, which was so good, which is actually so true, and I think this is...
Yeah, he said, US eggs will not be legal here for the following reason.
No, he didn't. Hold on, I'm just getting this.
Are you not curious to know the answer to the question?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Got it. So here we go. So listen, so just go and cuddle that. Are you ready for this?
So Jamie's followed the trend.
No. There's an amazing speech that Churchill gives, right? Which is all about like how we should never give up. And it's so true. And it's such like words which are amazing. We should never give up in the face of fear, in the face of challenging... Adversity. You love speaking about adverts. You just love that. You should always never give up. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Then out spake brave Horatius, the captain of the gate. To every man upon this earth, death cometh soon or late. And how can man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? Booyah!
Yeah.
That's what he said at the end. Booyah!
Yeah, he to tee it off.
He did.
Wait, not to tee it off.
Tell me.
To top it off.
Tell me the answer.
So the real reason that American eggs are illegal in the UK and vice versa is because American eggs are washed.
Really?
And we are not allowed to have washed eggs in our supermarkets.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. But American supermarkets are not allowed to have eggs that aren't washed.
Well, apparently, how you get salmonella is from a dirty chicken's bum.
Salmonella?
I met this person called Sam and the other person called Ella.
And how do you get them?
You get them is by a chicken's dirty bum.
Yes, well, it's usually in very intensive battery farming. You get salmonella outbreaks. But this is what the podcast is about now, is about salmonella. So tune in if you're interested.
Do you know how you get typhoid?
Yes, dirty water.
That's right.
I know.
Well,
it was really unpleasant. I don't want to go into the details, but it was really unpleasant.
And also, Francis, by the way, I have my diary this week because I have been in Croatia. We're back together for a day.
You and Eloise are back together for a day.
Eloise and I are not back together for a day. We're back together forever.
Did any drama happen?
Yeah, lots of drama.
Can you reveal anything?
I can't, but I'm going to read you my diary.
Because guys, I'm not in Croatia because I've got, a business to run and
so do I.
Life to lead.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, right. Well, you do have to lead your life in Croatia. I forgot about that.
Monday. So I flew to Croatia to the island of Hvar this week to film the brand new series of Made in Chelsea.
How do you spell Hvar?
Hvar.
All right.
Hvar. We're in
Is
season...
that how it's pronounced?
We're in season 16 now, and I think surely this season there has to be a murder. Not that I want a murderer, I just mean that something big should happen. Croatia is a beautiful place. Think of a mixture between Greece and Italy, and if you haven't been to either of those places, just imagine a place which is dry, but also slightly muggy, has a sea, pebble beaches and hot. Basically Brighton in the summer, but with Croatians. And I tell you what, I love it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that your diary?
No, I've got Wednesday as well.
All right.
You want to hear it?
Go on then.
So I got into a fight and nearly arrested.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Were you a bit drunk?
No. I was drunk. I've got a scratch on my arm there at the moment, don't I, Francis?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, he fell out of a car.
I fell out of the car, so I have
It wasn't even moving.
yeah, I have a scratch on my... You're not even there. You don't know.
You told me.
I was in a car, and basically, they have those electric doors that open up and the driver can do it themselves. I was leaning against the door. I leant forward to talk to someone. I leant back and he already opened it, and I fell all the way out the door. And this is what happened to my arm. Yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
Did it take you by surprise?
Yeah, it did.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, but I normally like surprises, but not
But
that
did it hurt more when it happened or in the morning?
No, it hurt more when it happened.
Yeah.
So I got into a fight and nearly arrested. Now, these are two different occasions, so not at the same time. The fight happened because some very big Croatian man shoved in front of me at a cash point, and instead that I moved back and asked if I moved back. Now, I had a couple of drinks, so I declined his offer, and that was the moment he turned. You know when you suddenly realise you're in the worst situation that can ever happen, but you have no way of getting out? This Croatian man turned to me and his eyes went pure evil. The moment my girlfriend Elle started to cry was the moment I knew I had to get out of there. Now, I wasn't trying to be annoying, but later that night I then got nearly arrested. I was somehow topless in the centre of Hvar, which apparently is illegal, and I was asked to put a shirt back on, which I told him I didn't have.
God, you're just a total hooligan, aren't you?
I wasn't being a hooligan.
You are.
I didn't. I just
top off, wandering around drunk in Hvar, picking fights at cash points.
I wasn't at all.
Disgraceful behaviour.
So he proceeded to arrest me until a lovely passerby had a spare top for me to wear. The top wasn't a t-shirt or a shirt, but a girl's tank top. That, coupled with the pizza I was holding, made for the best photo ever. Which, by the way, we're going to post on my social media.
So what happened in the fight? You didn't actually say.
No, mate, he was so scary. I had to leave. He was scary.
So you didn't actually fight him?
No. When have we ever fought anyone?
You just said it was a fight.
Well, in my head, it was a fight that I won.
Oh, right, because you walked away. That's a good lesson.
I won the moral victory. I said, this is a moral victory to me, and I walked off.
Because actually no one ever wins a fight.
No, the most ridiculous,
everyone loses
things.
a fight, even if you win it, because actually you end up getting fucked by the
I just
police.
don't really like fights in general. I just think aggression in general is one. I really just dislike. I dislike aggression. I dislike siestas. I dislike organised fun. I dislike scuba diving. I dislike some.
You dislike scuba diving?
I just don't like scuba diving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You dislike some birds?
Yeah.
Like what?
I just don't like magpies.
Oh, I thought you meant like some girls.
Oh, that typical you. Watching too much Love Island.
Yeah, sorry about that. But do you know what? I got yesterday I was taking Buddy for a walk.
All my troubles seem so far away.
That's how it goes on, if I was singing that. But Buddy took him for a walk and was coming back with Katie back through the path to my field next to the canal. And there was a swan, two swans, a big, massive swan, and his cygnets.
Why do you say swan? Swan? Why are you saying
Swan?
Okay, what about swan?
Swan. Two swans, one massive male swan and his wife, and then his little cygnet, just sitting in the path. So we couldn't actually fucking get through the path to our house. And every time I'd try and walk by with Buddy, you go...
Oh God, it's so scary.
And I was just like, oh my God, I don't even want to. I was like, I know that it's not going to kill me, but I don't fancy getting attacked by a swan. It's not something I want to do. Like, I actually had to go back and do some more writing, and I was just like not in the mood to get attacked by a swan. So,
I'm never in the mood to be attacked by a swan.
So this is the most annoying thing. So then I had to go. I was like, oh God,
I love how your thought was, God, it's not the day to be attacked by a swan.
Yeah, no, it's not.
God, stop picking a fight with me, swan.
And then Buddy was just sitting there going, like looking at the swan.
What noise was he making?
He was going, and then
what is that noise? You make that a lot at night time as well.
What?
What?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
moving on. And then so I had to walk all the way around the canal or down over the bridge, go all the way around and back over the other bridge just to fucking get past this swan. So it took me like another half an hour.
Why did you just walk past it?
Because no, it would, there was nowhere. It was stinging nettles either side.
It's quite scary, actually.
And then there's this massive swan. And like the whole thing that swans will break your arm is a bit overhyped. Like, so they're not that dangerous, but they're still like, they'll still hurt you. Like they'll still cause you a bit of a bruise.
It wasn't the day to pick a fight with the swan.
No.
Friday.
And it kept, every time I tried to walk past it, it would walk towards me and go and lift up its wings.
Do it again, make the noise. It sounded like a vampire.
And then this is the most annoying thing is that when we walked by where the swan was blocking the path, when we got there, the swans like walked into the water. So we just walked all around all that way for like no reason.
Do you know what that is?
That's typical.
Impatience.
No, that's typical.
No, that is what they call it. What does it rain when you just washed your car?
That is
a pathetic fallacy.
No.
What is it? What is it? Oh, Sod's Law. That's it.
Sod's Law, yeah.
It's nothing to do with pathetic fallacy. What was that?
You're a pathetic fallacy.
You have a pathetic fallacy. Friday. I've only just realised Love Island on, so no time to write a diary. I'll see most of my friends in July, and if you, the listener, aren't listening
You're
to this...
actually like combining all of your words into one long word.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have any full stops.
Why don't you add some spaces? Enunciate.
I'll see most of my friends in July, and you, the listener, isn't probably listening to this because you're engrossed in the gossip from Love Island. So until next week, XOXO, Gossip Boy.
You're Gossip Boy.
It's my new superhero name, Gossip Boy.
Shit, you actually kind of are Gossip Boy.
No, I'm not Gossip Boy.
You are Gossip Boy.
OXOX, Gossip Boy.
XOXO.
I should be Hugs and Kisses, Gossip Boy. Smooches and cuddles, Gossip Boy.
God.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, what we want to say is we are going on tour, which is hugely exciting.
And we've actually just finished the first draft of the script.
Which actually made me lol and Francis lol a lot. So if you want to go and get tickets, go to www.privatepartspodcast.com. Go and find out what city is nearest you. We've got Leeds, we've got Swindon, we've got Corby, we've got all over the place. We want to see you there just because we freaking love you. Secondly, it would just mean a lot to us if we're honest.
We've got Hertford.
Yeah, we've got Hertford.
That's exactly it. Actually, it's going to be my birthday in Hertford.
And my birthday is in Corby, so bring it on. Anyway, go and
Your
get the
birthday's
ticket.
in Corby?
Yeah.
Really?
3rd November.
Shit. Mine's... So all of you who want to be there for my birthday, and just buy a ticket to Hertford.
And Francis will buy you all a drink.
And I'll buy you all a drink.
So go and get your tickets, www.privatepartspodcast.com, and we'll love you forever. But on that note, Francis, please leave us with something inspirational.
Whatever you do in life, do it well.
And don't get typhoid. Typhoid?
Yeah, that's not inspirational. Just best avoid typhoid. Although you don't really need to try. It's quite a difficult thing to catch. Just be careful.
See you next week.